Hey everyone, it's Alina, founder of Zenit, a radical wellness company making wellness accessible to everyone through the power of a personalized wellness journal where you can choose the mental health and wellness related prompts that actually go inside your journal pages. So it's your personalized wellness tool. So today I want to talk about guilt. Guilt is a human emotion. It's something we all feel. Guilt is something that can also overwhelm us, create anxiety, and certainly during this shutdown, I've experienced heightened levels of guilt. I've talked to other people who have, so I want to talk about it and how journaling can help us work through guilt in a healthy way. So, with guilt, it's common especially if we have like deeply internalized guilt from things that happened in our childhood, from how others treated us. It's easy for small things to trigger that guilt. We might make a small mistake somewhere and then we are stuck. We get into this spiral of negative thoughts like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I'm such a bad person. I let everyone down. I let myself down. So, if you can relate to that, please know that you're not alone. I've experienced this. I know other people do. So you're not alone. And there are also things you can do to help work through that. So with journaling, how can journaling help this? So say you're in the moment and you just have this like flood of guilt, or maybe it's just been a few days where you've had like a constant weight of guilt on you. Write it out, write out, what happened that led to this in like maybe a few minutes ago or a couple days ago. Write, the thoughts you're having associated with that guilt, like, I feel like I'm letting everyone down, da da da. Write it out, right? Because we all need to exhale and let those thoughts out. And once we let them out, we get some distance from them. And as we write about it, it also helps us peel back the layers of our thoughts and feelings and understand, so this is what I'm feeling, but where's this really coming from? And the reason why this is so powerful for guilt especially is that it helps us understand where our guilt is coming from and whether like that level of intense feeling of guilt we're feeling is actually justified, or whether it's coming from, something deeper from our past. And once we have that knowledge, once we know where that guilt is coming from, we can make a plan to move forward, right? If we really did something wrong and it's justified, we can make a plan to right the wrong and also still treat ourselves with compassion, right? We're all human, we're all going to make mistakes. And then if we see that that level of guilt really isn't justified, but it's coming from like things deep in our past, recognizing that it's like a relief. It's like, okay, that's where it's coming from. And then we can write words of compassion to ourselves, like encouragement, like you would to a good friend, just to let yourself know, like, it's not my fault. I don't need this level of self-blame. This is just where it's coming from, but I can let these feelings come and go. I want to encourage you to journal about your feelings of guilt if you're feeling it, and to help you on my website where you can customize your own wellness journal. A few prompts that can help with this are: one, what am I feeling? What's driving my feelings, right? So we can understand what our feelings are and where they're coming from. Two, another one is what's weighing on me and what's my fear saying about it versus my heart versus my rational mind versus my gut. And then a third one is how can I be kind to myself? Just going back to self-compassion. Kind of giving ourselves permission to lift the weight of guilt and self-blame from us. So I hope this little bit was helpful for you. And again, encourage you to check out zenitjournals.com where you can customize a wellness journal for yourself. So it's you in the pages, and the prompts on the inside pages speak to what you're working on. All right. Thank you, everyone. Peace.